Hello, I'm Hannah Rodenbaugh here at Cecil Con with Brandon Bose, the video game master and co-coordinator of Cecil Con 2019. So, Brandon, tell me, how's Cecil Con treating you so far?
Cecil Con's been treating us great so far. Last night we had a kickoff party, which was 4 hours. We had about a total attendance between 450 to 500 people just for that little amount of time. And today, since we have 8 hours, we're expecting up to 2,500 to 3,000 people today. And everything's been rolling smoothly so far, so.
That's great. So what makes this year's Cecil Con different from the previous years?
This year's Cecil Con is a huge difference. We have special guests. We have Erin Dean, who wrote the book, mind you, For the Love of Board Games. She flew in from Michigan. She's doing a panel and signings, and her book got kickstarted within an hour, basically. And then we also have the Angry Video Game Nerd here today. He's going to be doing questions and panel. He's a huge YouTube star, and people are really loving that we got the special guest. We have outdoor activities in the courtyard that include Jedi, lightsaber training, and we got a lot of inflatables out there. We have our cosplay competition moved up to the theater this year. And on top of that, we also have our 24-hour game jam. So we've basically had people here from 2 p.m. yesterday, and they've been working all through the night to make a game within one day, so that's extremely exciting. And then on top of that, we also ended up getting over 100 board games donated this year from our game master, Matt Lauder, speaking to a bunch of other publishers. And we also have an escape room, and there's a lot of other things, but I'll cut myself right there, so.
Yes, very cool. Hi, I'm Hannah Rodenbaugh here with Scott Shaw, the coordinator of video game design at Wilmington University. And he is helping out here at the 24-hour game jam. So tell us, what's the purpose of the game jam?
So students are put to task on a prompt where the prompt was peculiar space. So they have 24 hours from 2 p.m. yesterday to 2 p.m. today where they're going to be building a game in Unity. And so they got to build pretty much everything from scratch. So there's a set of requirements that they need. So things like they need an inventory system with at least 3 objects that they can pick up, a particle system, and some other things like that. And then everything's done, like I said, in the Unity engine, which Unity was a big help. They sent like t-shirts and stickers and things like that, and part of the prize pack and things like that. So that's what they're competing for. And then they're probably writing code in C# and using that as their back-end framework for the stuff that's built in Unity. So they have a very limited amount of time, and so it's a huge challenge, plus just fatigue of being up for 24 hours and doing some really intense work.
We are here with Lori and Kate, who are showing off some wonderful steampunk costumes. So tell us a little bit about the process of making this costume.
Well, I do a lot of Renaissance Festival, so that's where the skirt came from, and the rest, I did a lot of purchasing, bits and pieces here and there that I absolutely loved, including the magnificent hat, which I also found actually at a Renaissance Festival. I was surprised. But the bits and bobs that went on after, that's all me. That's me figuring out what else I wanted to do for it. So,
what about you?
I actually picked up most of this actually at thrift stores. I've always really liked fashion in general, and the mix of both industrial and sort of Renaissance-esque sort of is really interesting to me. Actually, all of this I did on my own, more or less. I would pick it up and sort of alter it as needed. So
You got some very interesting goggles.
yeah, these actually I will.
where'd you find those?
The Halloween store.
I'm Hannah Rodenbaugh. We are here at Cecil Con, and we have met a very interesting person. Tell us about yourself.
So my name is Elsa, and I am a lovely pop figure, very similar to this one that you can see right here. A little small, but this is a pop figure that you can buy at most conventions. And I wanted to make a pop figure that was very recognizable, just instantly. So that's why I chose Elsa, and also I like being a princess. This over here is my Doombot. I threatened to freeze over Latveria, so Doom decided to give me this Doombot to walk me around so I could help get through Cecil Con. I have my icicle, or my snowflake. I made this myself. And then I also got some cool ice powers here, so let's take a look. Just a moment. So this, yeah. And I just wanted to come to Cecil Con and tell everybody how awesome I think this con is.
Well, we are here in the Milburn Stone Theater with some gentlemen who are getting ready to participate in this year's cosplay contest. So I am here with Walter Booshell and Joe DeMonico. And tell us about your costume.
Well, I've done this for years. Indiana Jones, ever since the movies came out, he's my hero, and I'm almost as old as he is now. But no, I like it. A lot of the stuff, the coat, I got at Goodwill in Newark, Delaware for $5. Cut off the cuffs and around the waist, and made it look like his. The bag, his bag, is the bottom of a pair of pant legs that I had, an old pair of pants. His holster I made out of a placemat from Walmart. And a lot of my other stuff I have in my pockets are things I made. Yeah.
Well, the character is called Darth Zool. It's an unknown character from the Star Wars universe. I was working on a Darth Malgus costume with the face piece, and also I was working on a costume from Bill Duran. So since I was having problems with one costume, I managed to merge the two costumes together and come up with this thing. This particular arm piece has 3 words in it: Snowball, Costume, Demonico. So they actually make sense. It's because I did this for a Rotary International dinner as their sort of their theme man for the dinner. This year it was a Star Wars theme, and I think this is my 5th year doing it for the Rotary. And we collect money and we divvy it up to people who really need it. So
We are here with Meredith Bowes, the coordinator for Cecil Con. So Meredith, tell us, how's Cecil Con 2019 going?
It's going really great so far. We had a little bit rain yesterday, which deterred a few folks, but today is beautiful. It's sunny and shining, and it's going great. And everybody should be out here with us. Yeah, tons to do.
So we are here in the theater where the cosplay contest is happening. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, so this is actually a skilled cosplay contest. People have to have made 75% to 100% of their costume. They are being judged by special guest judges we have here today. Sharon Rose is doing our adult individual division. We have Steampunk Batman doing our group cosplay. Melanie McKay is doing our kids, and Christian Conaway and Katie Coe cosplay are really professional, and they are doing our fashion show portion. So these guys have a ton of prizes that they can win, and it's going to be really amazing.
So when you're saying those pieces need to be handmade, does that mean that they can be modified or completely handmade?
That's actually a great question. There can be modified pieces, but we need to see that 75% or 100% of the work was done by the contestant themselves, or if they are wearing the design on behalf of an actual designer or sewer or what have you. It just needs to be, yes, it can be modified, but they need to have done 75% to 100% of the work. Great question.
Very cool. It's a bustle of activity here in the Cecil Con game room, and we are here with Matt, the game master. So Matt, tell us all about what's happening here in the game room.
Yes, so it's been really exciting this year, as it is every year. Con is growing every single year. Today, we're playing games with people of all ages, families, children, teens, adults, doing some light party games, word games, puzzle games, strategy games, and all that kind of stuff. It's been pretty good so far this morning. I think we've properly stocked the room with a good variety of games that people thus far are enjoying, and we're giving away games every half hour, just randomly for fun as like a free raffle. So yeah, it's good this year.